Winder. I'm so happy that finally my daughter is getting married. I have never felt this happy before. Seeing her dad's happiness, she smiled and went towards him and hugging him. He wrapped his arm around her shoulder and patted her. His eyes filled with tears of happiness and broke the hug. One, for your happiness, I would do anything even if I can't. Winder, I know my child. He placed a kiss on her forehead proudly. Winder, sleep well dear. You have to be active at your wedding tomorrow. You need a rest as well. One, sure dad. She bowed to him and admiring her father's happy face and before leaving. After she left, her dad's happy face disappeared and he sat down with a frown face. He dialed Ken's number, who is going to marry Wine tomorrow. Winder, hello Ken, how is everything going on there? Ken, everything is going well. Winder, glad to know. But we have to keep an eye on our surroundings because we never know what will happen. If we are irresponsible, then no one can guess what will happen tomorrow. Ken, don't underestimate my power. Don't you know about my background? My grandfather used to be Mafia king. And after him, my father took on his profession. After my father, I'm gonna be the one who is gonna be the Mafia king. Winder, I know, but I'm still feeling somewhat tense. Ken, don't worry, I will pretend in front of Wine as you told me. I won't make her doubt me. Winder, and take care of her. Ken, she is on my mind. I love her. Forget about her after I marry her. Winder, okay, I will hang up the call. Ken, sure. The wedding ceremony is about to start in a few moments. Wine is entering with her dad, and everyone is smiling at her happily. Ken turns his head to admire her beauty as they both walk forward. Her dad whispers something to her to help her feel comfortable. Winder, dear, trust me, your life will be happier from now on. You may even forget about your dad in your happiness. Wine, Dad, I will never forget you, not even in my last breath. Ken, you look beautiful, Wine. She looked up and saw him smirking at her. She showed a small smile in return, then fixed her gaze on the floor. He brushed his hair with pride. Ken, don't I look handsome? Why haven't you given me a compliment, Wine? Yes, obviously he is handsome and charming skin and tall, stylish. His perfect figure, his sharp nose, he looks too good to describe. But Wine looked at him again, then her brain recalled someone, and she is shutting her eyes. Wine, you look good. Ken, thank you, Wine. Wine looked at her dad once before she could say something. Her dad smiled at her and gestured her. She then turned her head towards Ken, parted her lips and began to speak, but her words were cut off in the middle. When a bullet passed between Ken and Wine, freezing everyone in fear at the jet speed threat. Then she began scared upon seeing Ken take his gun from his waistband and about to pointing it to the way from which the bullet came. Suddenly she was shocked because she was only know Ken as a businessman, unaware of his background. Ken's eyes widened and he couldn't pull the trigger of the gun because he saw his father coming there with his hands tied with a rope. While someone was pointing a gun at his father, Ken couldn't take any actions. Seeing Ken's face, she was confused and followed his gaze. She saw Jungkook, her ex, who was drugging Ken's father while pointing a gun at his forehead. There was a gang behind him. Seeing this, Wyan was in shock. Her mind wasn't processing anything. How could he come back into her life, especially on her wedding day? It's really unbelievable to see him again. He has changed a lot compared to how he used to look when he was in love with her once upon a time. His cuteness, his smile, all have changed. Now he looks like a scary, beastly person. You are not saying anything in that chaotic situation. Winder, Jungkook, you are here again? He was about to walk forwards angrily, but Jungkook shot a bullet into the air, making him stop. I'm giving you 30 seconds. You all should escape from here before I turn this wedding into a funeral. But the two of you don't move, pointing at them. The warning is enough. Everyone was running from there in fear. In a few more seconds, they were all gone except for Jungkook and his gang and Wine and her dad, and Ken and his dad and the priest. Wine was feeling confused. On one side, she saw a gun in Ken's hand, and suddenly Jungkook came with a gun. What's going on exactly? Jungkook, how are you, uncle? I know you must be happy because your daughter is going to marry a rich guy, not me. Weinstein looked at Ken's father in disbelief, thinking about how he surrendered to Jungkook. Jungkook, are you wondering how a mafia guy surrendered to this Jungkook? Why is it not possible when I'm a more dangerous mafia king and the head of this entire mafia world? Hearing that Weinstein and she couldn't believe it. Ken, are you John Jungkook? Jungkook, who said I'm not? By the way, what are you doing there? Come here. Ken's blood is boiling. Jungkook, are you gonna come down or should I shoot your father for fun? Ken, no please. Then Jungkook left Ken's father and his guards pointing his gun at them, prompting their surrender, except for Ryan. Jungkook smirked at them and looked at Ryan, who appeared tense and fearful. His eyes scanned her in that wedding gown and she hadn't changed her looks compared to before, but her gaze had changed. She used to look at him shyly or happily, but now she was looking at him in fear, sensing that he didn't care. He walked towards her and stood in front of her. Why, Jungkook? Jungkook, it's been 2 years and 25 days since I heard my name from your mouth. Wine was speechless. How did he remember it? Was he remembering it as if something memorable? Or did he remember it for some kind of revenge? Jungkook, hey Wine, didn't you expect me to come back again? Wine, what are you doing here? Please let them